Hi everyone, we decided to get a new Christmas tree. Both knew that we wanted something that was realistic as possible. And so we did some homework, and I had never heard of any Christmas tree companies, but just by looking at Home Depot and Lowe's, Walmart, Target, the other home stores, for the price, we weren't finding quality trees or ones that looked natural, but they were expecting top dollar for them. So at Home Depot and Lowe's, I think the ones that we found that were one of them was like $450. $450. I mean, come on. So we decided that for that price, we would try to find one that was more realistic. You know, maybe even spend a little more money to find one that we liked. So after a bit of research, we found that BALSAM HILL, company that it seemed make trees as natural as possible, and there were really great reviews on it. So we did a lot of research and tried to decide on shape of tree and height and everything that we wanted. And we ended up finding the BALSAM HILL Nordmann Fir. We like kind of the different shape of it. It's not your cookie cutter Christmas tree that has straight lines. It's a little, it's more like a natural tree.
Yeah. Well, one thing too, like with the website, is at least one thing that I liked about it is they give you 3 different pictures of each tree, and they have a whole list of all the trees. So they probably have 20 trees, 30 trees.
When I changed it from most realistic to just a height filter, then we came up to be about 20 to 25 trees.
Yeah, and it's a good website. It's laid out good. One thing that sold me, and the other thing too, is they offer samples of each of the trees that they have. Okay, so they give you a sample box of about 20 different limbs, so you can see exactly what it looks like, the realism and stuff like that. And just with a company that backs it that much, to be able to say, okay, we'll give you something for a cheap price, like $19.99. They put their product in your hands, so you can make a decision before you go spend a little bit of money on their product. So I respected that. It had what we were looking for, so we decided to go ahead and pull the trigger on it.
Yeah, we were not expecting to pull the trigger on it quite that quick, but
yeah,
we found the tree we wanted, and we felt pretty confident that it was going to be what we wanted. We will post the website down in the comments section so that you can just kind of click on it, and it will take you to their website.
So it's basically just going to be an unboxing. We did open the box real quick just because we were so picky about getting a realistic looking tree, and we did so much research, actually over a lot of time, nothing serious till recently, but just on how realistic the trees can get and stuff like that. So we did take a peek at the leaves and stuff like that, and but that's it. We haven't taken anything out of the box or actually gotten to look at it yet. So that's what this will be. It'll be an unboxing and show you what you get and as much information as we can throw out there for you.
Right. So just a quick rundown. The first thing I did, I kind of just did a Google. Once we kind of decided on which tree we wanted, I did Google it, and to see if I could find a better price. I mean, you know, we try to save money where we can, not gonna lie. Some companies, if you go online and you give them your email address to join the mailing list, they will actually automatically send you like a, hey, thank you, here's a whatever percent off, or certain amount off of your first purchase. And so I did that, and I immediately got an email back with the $50 off code. They already had the trees on sale by 40%. Then I had the $50 off coupon. So I want to say that the tree that we purchased, which was the BALSAM HILL Nordmann Fir. I'm not sure exactly how much the original, not discounted price was, but we paid $549 for it. A little more than what we were wanting to spend, but we're really hoping that this will be, 5-year tree.
Hopefully
10-year
more.
tree, I looked up the Balsam Hill website so that we could give you prices, today, what the prices are. There is a difference between the website on the tablet or regular computer
Yeah.
versus cell phone. So the difference is it gives you more detail on the pad or computer than you do get on your cell phone. Nordmann Fir, we got the unlit, 7.5 feet. The normal price is $649. The sale right now is $549. And then I had the $50 off coupon, so that would have taken it to $500. But they charge tax, even though it's online and they don't have a balsam here in Arizona that I know of. They still charge tax, and so that bumped it back up to $549. I think I paid for it totally. So anyway, shipping is free, and it did come via FedEx.
And when did you order it? What's the timeline that we had this sitting here?
So on November 17th, that's when I started perusing the internet for Balsam Hill. I signed up for mailing list and immediately got an email back with that coupon code. So I went ahead and ordered it. We ordered it late on November 17th, probably about 6 o'clock in the evening. We got notification on the 19th that it was being shipped.
Yeah.
We got it on the 20th.
Yeah.
So I ordered it on the 17th, which was Sunday. We got notification that it shipped on Tuesday, and we got it on Wednesday. Now we're in Arizona, and Balsam Hill is in Northern California.
That's what I was going to look at.
So, if you're on the East Coast, it's obviously going to be longer.
But they're very prompt on getting it shipped out, getting everything processed, and getting it out to us. So.
And I'm guessing holiday times will also change that. If you're waiting till the last minute to get it, it's likely going to add some time onto that. And I know that they did have like a deadline calendar for you to have it before Christmas. You need to order it by this date kind of thing. So.
Yeah, and she mentioned the lit and unlit. I just like changing lights. 1 year, like this year, we're going to do white. Last year we did colored and, get them twinkling and stuff like that, so we just like to change it up a little bit and do different things with the lights. We're going to go ahead and get this pulled in here. It's out on our patio right now. We'll get it set up on a table and start unboxing it and see what we got.
Okay.
All right.
So here's the box. It does actually say how heavy this thing is. Net weight, 51.8 pounds. Gross weight, 64.5.
I completely lied about 100 pounds.
It felt like 100 pounds when I came home the night it was delivered, and I had to get it through the door by myself. It felt heavy. So
Yeah, it's a Christmas tree box. It's a big bulky box that, so.
Anyway. So, first thing is it comes with this bag for the tree itself. It looks like it's in pretty, it looks like it's okay.
Yeah, kind of like a tent bag.
Yeah, I have always ended up getting another bag because the bags that come with Christmas trees don't seem to hold up very well. We'll see, we're going to give it a shot.
Seems a little bit thin. You can see a lot of light through it. But it seems like a good zipper. Sturdy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a tent bag. It's got a nice logo there and the name on it. Can't
It's
mistake
red.
it in storage.
It's Christmas.
Looks like Christmas. Yep.
It's got carrying handles. I don't know how much stock I would put on these actual, because I know that these bags can tear with heavy weight, so we'll see. we'll see. Okay, so section 3, if I remember correctly, is the top portion of the tree.
That's going to be 3 sections. And it seems like nothing is on hinges. I see a lot of them
on
like
the top. It's not on hinges.
Just the top?
Just the top.
Okay. So yeah, I don't know. For me, first impression, it's pretty much exactly like they showed it. This one has a silver underneath to it, so when the leaves are turned a little bit, you get that look to it, which is kind of realistic. I always like the blue spruce because it has that kind of look to it. So this one's good too. Very sturdy metal.
This next set, and I'm going to let you do that because that's just, it is section 2.
That's 2.
So this is going to be the middle part of the tree. And it's tied together because that does actually have hinges and it falls apart. That's the protective part that covers the ends of it so it doesn't poke through the box or anything like that.
Yeah, it's packed really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got a nice little kind of Christmassy ribbon, almost silk looking. Good quality. They put some thought into making everything a good experience. So number 2.
And then the big mama, the bottom portion.
Weighs a couple pounds.
Again, it's
Nice
tied
little
together because the very bottom portion and the middle portion does like open up.
Yeah. So it looks pretty good. And last thing in the box looks like it'll be the stand.
This is a nice bag. This
This
is a nice vinyl bag. And I believe this is, so these trees come with a stand. The Christmas tree bag. So this is the stand. Here.
Paperwork.
Stand, paperwork on the tree, and I'm guessing this will give you how to fluff it and also probably the warranty. I know there's a warranty with these balsam tree hills. I did read on the internet. I don't know how accurate it is, but if you get a clearance tree, you're not going to get the full warranty. Keep that in mind. You buy a clearance tree, you're not going to get the full warranty. So if you're spending a lot of money on a tree, that may not be worth it for you. I think
come in handy.
I think the guy that did the review, it wasn't a vlog review, it was an actual like Amazon review or a review on the Balsam Hill site. But he was wicked mad. Wicked mad. So keep that in mind. Do your homework. He didn't do his homework. He was mad. Don't be mad if you don't do your homework. So anyway, and then it comes with gloves. Why? Because these things hurt. They hurt. They will jack you up straight up. They will. They'll jack your hands up if you're fluffing the tree properly. Mark my words. Bloodshed. There will be no bloodshed this year. Why? Because I got gloves.
Quite a few gloves too, huh?
Yes.
I make the lights nice and even. She fluffs. Yeah, with the stand, interesting. It says begin setup with tree stand.
So
yeah.
Number 1.
Directions.
I know what these are. I think these are the rubber pads that actually go on here, but there are rubber pads already on it. So we are gonna have to do some real reading. There's 4
extras.
There's 4 on here. There's 4 on there. I'm gonna guess these are extras, which scares me a little bit. That means that they are expecting these to fall off. To me, that's what it
came off that easy.
Fall. Yep. I heard some jingling-ing.
What's up?
Is there something? There is something. So there is supposed to be something somewhere, I believe, that actually like holds this in place. I don't know that to be a fact. I don't know that to be a fact. Found it. I found the jingling thing. Now, they've made it to where you can't lose it unless you lose this bag. But if you look inside this bag, along with the gloves, along with the instructions, and along with the stand, there's this. Now, there is a carabiner that they've made it to where you're not supposed to lose it. So, before you call the company saying you don't have the screw, look there. Okay, leave the carabiner. What it does is it keeps it from these parts from doing that. So it keeps it makes it to where they're not supposed to be moving.
Kind of locks it open in the right position so it doesn't close up and fold on you. All right, so we got the stand, we got the 3 pieces, we got the instructions. We're going to go ahead and start putting it together and see how it goes.
Now with this stand, it says specifically, begin setup with tree stand. There's likely a reason for that, and that is because you're going to have to line these up so that the hole, you can see all the way through. But then you may also need to, there's a plastic cup lid sleeve that goes over it that has a hole in it. So you have to make sure that these have a hole that shows all the way through, but also that the plastic sleeves hole is lined up also. Now you'll have to go ahead and screw in this key. I believe they call it a key. So that's why you're going to have to make sure that that is actually lined up. What you're going to want to do is just screw it in enough to where it's in there and it won't come out, but you don't want to put it in far enough to where it keeps you from putting the first section in. Otherwise you won't be able to, it'll be hard for you to put it in. So, and also lets you make sure that you're going to have access to that.
Okay, so we're finished up. Join the party. I think we got everything finished up, fluffed up, all the branches in the right place. Okay, guys. Okay.
Come here.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, I think we got everything set up. I think we got it filled in pretty well. There's 2 things that I noticed about it when we were putting it up, and she may be able to vouch for that or maybe not. Filling it out, we thought that we were done, and then we'd kind of stand back and look at it, and there'd be just a little bit of a blank spot in the tree. And then come to find out there was a whole branch that we never even opened up. And it still looked pretty full at that point. And then once we'd open up one, I'd find another, and then find another. So it's really, really full. It's a good looking tree. The other thing is that I noticed towards the end, and I didn't even mention it to her yet, is usually whenever you do an artificial tree and you go through the whole process of setting it up and everything, you always get little leaves and pieces that break off of it laying on the ground. Underneath this is completely clean. Not one needle fell off, not one branch fell off.
I'm looking right now because I didn't even see that, and he's right.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
So, I mean, that's quality. That's quality. I guess you do kind of get what you pay for. It's a little bit expensive, but we're both standing back as we're putting this thing up just thinking, wow, this is a very nice looking tree. And I tried to get a full view of it. I'll see if I can put it in here or not, but it's kind of dark. It's getting dark outside and we're using the sunlight for our ambient light to be able to light us up. And it lights Christmas tree up too. Other than that, we like our place a little bit darker, so we don't have a whole bunch of intense light in here to really show you. But I tried to get a little bit in there for B-roll and stuff like that. So what do you think?
I love it. It's a lot fuller than I thought it would be. I'm very happy with it though. And there's nothing on the floor.
Yeah, I kind of saw that at the end. I was just like,
So, it is probably one of the most lifelike Christmas trees I've seen. It's beautiful. I love it. I can't wait to see what it looks like with lights on. So.
Which is next? I think there's a couple little fine-tuned things I'm looking at, and okay, one needs a little bit bent. Because on this particular tree, it's made to kind of weep a little bit. It's not perky.
It's not perfect.
Yeah, it's made to kind of look like it's out in the woods or something like that. With dew on it that brings the branches down a little bit. At least the one on the website. And we were both attracted to that look too. But other than that, yeah, it's good.
And we were talking about it. I've never purchased a live tree, but I've heard people talking about them, and I've seen them in Christmas tree lots. And those usually run, I would say, about $150 to $200 for something of this height. And if it's $150 to $200, like $200, we're gonna have this paid off in less than, like 2.5 years.
Yeah, 2 years, because at least with these, like the blue spruce and the Nordmann, go much, much more expensive than a regular Douglas fir or noble fir or something like that. So they do get very, very expensive for live trees. I grew up on live trees, so I've just kind of recently switched over. Yeah, I don't know. That's about it.
That's all I've got.
Yeah. Recommend it. If you don't get it, get a good tree. Enjoy it. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Holidays. Feliz Navidad. Yep.
Bye.
Till next time.